The homie DK off his gal into his life. I learned the true meaning of two wrongs don't make.
88.5 FM. It's Friday. Y'all know what that means here at 88.5. The crew is in the building.
Yup.
We're going to let everybody go around, introduce themselves, and do their thing. Kobe Cole.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? Happy Friday, good people. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, man. It's a lot going on this weekend, man. I can't wait to chop it up for this next hour with my people right here, man. Talk about everything that's going down this weekend.
What's happening? It's your girl, Dr. Doctor. I'm in the building. I can say I am not feeling this cold weather that is upon us.
Man, it's been almost 80 degrees every day until last night.
I know.
This ain't it. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Kavon J. But the cold weather will be here next week.
It's coming.
It's a severe drop down.
That means it's going to be a cold winter, as they say.
It's going to be cold next week.
Okay. All right, so look, it's a lot, like Kobe said, we got it, and it's a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. It's a lot going on in the city, but before we get into all of that, I want to hear what you thought of the election, and to, like, from the election to today. How has it been? What you've been thinking about? We're not bashing anybody, but what has your thoughts or your mind been on since the election?
Politics as usual, business as usual. You know, I wasn't surprised, at all. I know when we talked about it like a few days before, a couple Fridays, and Kavon J was saying that it wasn't going to be close, whoever won, and that's where it ended up being by old boy winning the popular vote,
right,
and sweeping all the swing states like he did. That's what turned out to be true. But I wasn't surprised by anything. Like I said, I knew America is going to America at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
America.
Yeah, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, so I wasn't surprised at all, man.
Okay, Doctor.
I agree. I think, as you mentioned or coined the phrase, America is going to be America. But I think for me, it has been around, I'm almost kind of fearful, like, what happens to the black woman. I feel like either way the chips may fall, we may get a little bit of heat on us. Whether it's through anger, frustration, the audacity. So I'm a little bit concerned about what that looks like. And I say that because I have seen people already express some experiences that they've had in the city when they have tried to patronize establishments and they have been turned away and said, we do not service black women.
Who said that?
What? In this city?
Yes.
Here? Recently?
Oh, that's a conversation after we get off there.
After the election?
Man. No. We'll talk about it offline.
We need to talk about that.
Man,
Right.
Show
in
over.
this city.
Right.
In this city. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Wow.
Yeah.
Have you frequented it? Had you been at this place before?
I have not been at the place before, but I can say I drive past this establishment all the time.
We all know what it is. We all know it.
I don't know if you would know it specifically, but you know of its business kind. I'll say that.
Okay. Wow.
So we've had problems
Really
there before.
want to go to a song so we can.
Right.
But no, it's all good. My thoughts on the election. I wasn't surprised. That's why I always say, get your house in order. I always say that my concern is the United States of the Brayton household. You know what I'm saying? You got to run your house like a country. You got to balance the budget.
Okay.
You got to balance the budget.
Right.
You got to make sure that everybody is safe.
Mm-hmm.
You need all your things that you need as far as food and all of that stuff. You just have to really hone in on your what's going on in your household so you can pivot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So everything that's going on around you is going to happen. But at the end of the day, we have to make our own decisions, because if you don't change it, you choose it. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So just do what you can do, man. The White House gonna do what they do.
Right.
At the end of the day, just do the best you can in your household with your family, and hopefully everything will work out.
Right. I don't have a comment on it because, you know, I would say I want to hear God talk. And I know some of my religious folks going to be like, what do you mean? Like Kobe said, he wasn't surprised, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of people in America, especially us as black folks, I got a feeling we're going to see how folks really feel about us now.
Listen.
So all this stuff, the loudest people that was loud and being loud talking about XYZ, they quiet now, right? But I just got a feeling, and I'm praying for our community because I got a feeling it feel like we about to see. Here's what they think about you, right?
Right.
So, you know, I hope everything will be all right, and I hope this brings us together, or, you know, something gonna happen. We just don't know what it is. And look how he's picking his folks. You see what I'm saying? Right. I saw a meme that the two brothers that's supposed to be on a cool with him, they was like, where our position at? And they're like, ain't nobody thinking about that right now. It's time for whatever God is about to allow happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Here it is. You know, but like to your point, I think it's going to be more upticks of that. We saw a text message floating around at the University of Alabama, University of Tennessee, and I think it was another school where it was saying, you know, head to the plantation. You know, like you're going to be some pickup or something was going on. Right. That ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? But look, it happened. So just imagine.
Right.
So pray and get fit. Work out, you know what I'm saying?
Jog.
Yeah,
Whatever.
for real. So, but that's that on that. I just wanted to touch on it since that just happened, but all politics are local if you ask me, but we're going to move on to other things. So what's on y'all agenda? What's popping? What's the talk? What's what?
Hey, man, you know,
Call
it's a lot
12.
going on.
What's up, man?
It's a lot going on, man. In the sports world, of course, tonight you got the big fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Right.
And the age difference in this bout is 31 years. Mike Tyson's 31 years older than Jake Paul. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. And the bout is scheduled.
58?
Yeah.
He's in his 60s.
No, he's 58. 58,
Is this
man.
the oldest boxer to ever box?
I mean, are we calling this a real fight? Because to me, it has like Rocky vibes when Rocky came back when he was 50 something in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when I saw the little promos that they were doing,
Yeah.
I said, oh, they cool.
Yeah.
But Mike smacked him yesterday during the weigh-in.
And that was real.
Yeah,
that was a real smack.
That was a real slap. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know why he smacked him?
Yeah.
He stepped on
his foot, right.
Oh,
So-
really?
Uh-huh.
He stepped on his foot.
Yeah.
And
So
I
they
don't-
ain't tell us that. They just said
And I
Mike
don't-
slapped him.
Approach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't think he stepped on his foot on purpose, but
Uh-uh.
he did step on it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, Mike is still Mike. He can't hit as hard
Right.
as he used to, of
Yeah.
course. But up here,
You don't
Yeah.
think so?
I think Mike is going into that dark space.
tell he done-
Like,
Well, no,
he
that's
done-
what-
he done-
so
yeah.
what is it called? What is his little ego called? Iron Mike. Or
Iron
something
Mike,
like that. That's
yeah,
what he said. He
right.
goes to
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
The Iron
Right.
Mike, I guess persona
Yeah.
always is alive.
Did you see the interview he gave the little girl?
Yeah, about legacy.
Right.
Oh goodness.
Right, like so Mike's he's been triggered and he's gone into that space. But we talking about a 58-year-old man, right? So I think what's gonna happen tonight, it's on Netflix, so it's free to watch if you have Netflix and everything. Everybody's having watch parties across the city. I'll be at Candy Shop tonight if you want to pull up. But we watching the fight there.
Quick
but,
plug. Oh, that was a quick
We're gonna be
plug.
every time tonight, pull up.
but it's gonna be an 8-round match, right? 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds. I think what's gonna happen is Mike's gonna come out there like a raging bull. First couple of rounds, he's gonna tire himself out. Because you talk about somebody that hasn't fought really competitively in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the
yeah,
opposite.
you think Mike gonna get him?
I don't think he's gonna come out like a raging bull. I
You don't think
he
so?
gonna, you know,
I think the other
it's
Yeah.
wisdom.
I
I
think
think
Yeah.
the other guy would try to come out like
Yeah.
a raging
Trying to
bull.
eat.
Yeah.
come out and try
Yeah.
to fix it. But he needs to fight someone. Why you ain't fighting dudes your age?
See, that's another thing. Like, he wants everybody to take him serious as a boxer. He's gonna have to get in the ring with somebody that actually do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In his prime.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
That's gonna
right.
test you.
He's been picking what? he knocked out Nate Robinson, former NBA player. He's knocked out MMA fighters before. And the only time he got in the ring with an actual fighter, even though the actual fighter wasn't really good, the other guy actually won, you know, in a split decision. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's a spectacle nonetheless, you know, and it's going to be a sold-out crowd. Celebrities will be there. It's going to be where the Cowboys play, AT&T Stadium.
Oh, that's where it is?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be something to see, but at the end of the day, man, 58 is 58.
Right.
No matter how you slice it, man.
He's not the oldest.
Does
Yeah.
his record come into play?
Does his record? Nah.
Records.
Nah.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter at all in this one because Jay's not a real fighter in my eyes. Mike hasn't fought in 20 years as far as competitive fight.
Yep.
Nah, you know,
His last fight was June 11th, 2005.
Yeah.
Against Kevin McBride.
Right, and in that one, Mike literally had to get the referee to help him up. You know what I'm saying? That's how out of shape and how washed he was 20 years ago. You
And
know,
then in 2020,
Him and
Tyson
Roy- yeah,
returned
Roy
to the ring
Jones, yeah.
exhibition against Roy Jones.
Right.
It lasted 8 rounds and was declared a
Right.
split draw.
right?
That wasn't a real fight.
Nah,
So Tyson at 58 years old is not the oldest professional boxer in history. The distinction belongs to Albert Hughes Jr., who won a fight at the age of 70.
Jesus.
Wow. That's
Man.
crazy.
But look, we can't get caught up because we got caught up before. We got caught up when the first Lennox Lewis fight came here. Tyson hadn't fought. It was fresh out of jail. He couldn't box nowhere. Memphis was the only place he could box. Stars was all over the city. We was going off of the old Mike. Yeah, you know, this one ain't gonna last long. Mike was knocking him out.
Right.
The first round, 59
Right.
seconds. And that's what we was high on. We
Right.
was high on that. Oh,
Right.
Mike finna kill
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis. But the opposite happened.
Exactly. Because, you know, really the aura of Iron Mike really died when he fought Evander Holyfield. Remember, Holyfield beat him twice, right?
Yeah.
First, it was a technical knockout because
Right.
of the ear thing.
Right.
And then second fight, you know, Holyfield put the things on him. And really, that's when Iron Mike was like, oh, he's not Iron Mike no more.
Iron
You know what I'm
Mike
saying?
wasn't Iron
Yeah.
Mike when he lost that first fight, though.
Yeah.
Because when he lost against Buster,
Yeah.
it
it was
was like,
Buster Douglas who beat him?
yeah.
Yeah. 1990. Yeah.
It was like the world stopped. You got up
Oh,
the
yeah.
next
Yeah,
day,
that was
it
a moment.
Like, yeah, that was,
That
was a
because
moment,
Mike
man.
was Mike.
Right.
You couldn't believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
You could not believe it. But I'm gonna say this, and you know who the hardest person that hit him was one of the best fights that Tyson ever had?
Who?
Razor Ruddock. And Tyson said he had never been hit that hard before.
Yeah.
Look, we had a guy come here today. He said he had a friend that when Tyson fought Lennox Lewis here, the guy, his friend was helping the cameraman in the ring, and he was like holding the cables, right? He said when Mike would swing and miss, said his hat would like the wind.
I believe it.
I said, what? He said he would the thrust
Yeah.
of throwing a punch and you miss in the wind. Had to catch his hat.
I believe it.
So imagine how Mike was hit when he connected. Oh my God.
Crap.
I
It's a
totally
wrap.
believe it.
I was like, I said, yo, Mike was like that. So, you know.
Yeah, man.
Mike, we gonna see.
Shout out to Mike. But speaking of Netflix too, did y'all hear something about? Is it a Denzel movie or something called The Piano Player or Samuel Jackson?
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah,
Supposed to be really good.
The only thing I heard is I think Denzel is retiring. I think he's going to do 5 more films or something.
So
they
is it 4
mentioned.
now since he did Gladiator?
I don't know. It just said 5 more films.
Black Panther.
He's gonna do Black
He
Panther,
intends to
right?
do them all with black directors.
Yeah.
Why he wait till the last? Oh no, I'll leave that alone. That's Denzel. Let's look.
That's Denzel Washington.
What's the one where he
The-
played the
the
drug dealer?
The.
What was it Bumpy? Who?
What?
The movie Denzel played.
Oh, you talking about
Talking about Train Day?
Frank Lucas.
Not well. Frank. Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Frank
American
Lucas.
Gangster. Yeah.
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
Gangster. I just happened to watch it night before last.
Yeah.
No, it was my second time, but it was like, when you haven't seen a film. So now I'm looking at Denzel. Let me see if he really act.
Right.
Yo, that boy bad.
Oh man.
That boy bad.
Greatest, man.
When they was in the jail and he was trying to, talk to him when he was locked up, and the way he slapped this
Right,
cup of water,
right.
and I'm like, he said, man, I seen a police put a gun to my
Right.
little brother at 6.
Right.
What you think I think about the police? I was like, yo, he
Right.
acts.
Oh, yeah.
He acts.
Yeah,
So.
man.
But yeah, so it's supposed to be some good shows out there. Y'all heard of From? Y'all watched that and y'all.
Oh, that's my show.
Bro.
That's my show,
Bro,
fam.
that's the best show on
I'm
television.
telling you, it's not even
Who
close.
From?
Who has time to watch
It's not
TV
even
these
close,
days?
bro.
Hey, who touching it?
Listen.
Nobody.
What show is it on?
It's
What
all.
channel?
It comes on
MGM,
MGM,
yep.
right? But if you got Prime, you can just go on there and subscribe to MGM Plus. But listen, when I tell y'all they in season 3 right now, we only got 2 more episodes before the
Revelation
finale.
1 and 2 is the
Listen,
last 2.
This show,
Uh-uh.
this show has so much involved going on with it, man. Like it makes you think, it scares you to death, man. Like
Right.
it's just. It keeps you on your toes, man.
Suspense.
Yeah, it's very suspense.
But it's suspense and
called From.
horror. It's
All right.
horror.
It's horror,
called
horror
From.
mixed in, mystery, drama, man. And just to kind of summarize the plot for you real quick, basically it's like these people, they're traveling all across the country, right? But it's a tree that falls dead right in the road, right? And anytime that tree falls in the road and they try to circle back the other way, they get like sucked into this like mysterious small town,
Yep.
right? And they can't leave. They can't
Can't
get out.
leave.
And then at nighttime, oh, that's when it really goes down.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it really goes down at night.
Don't tell them
I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. I ain't gonna give you nothing else.
Check it out. Look,
I
listen,
ain't
listen.
gonna give you
For
nothing
real.
else.
Everybody I turned on to it,
Yeah.
why you turn me on that?
It's real, man.
Because you're trying to catch up to the latest episode.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube and you put From, you got probably 20, 30 different people breaking down each episode.
Mm-hmm.
They breaking down the trailers.
It's real.
That's
man.
how real it is.
Yeah.
A trailer, what, a minute and a half?
Yes, sir.
They breaking it down frame by frame.
Yes, sir.
You see what's on the wall. You see what that means? Yo, because it's making you think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the people that created the show Lost did
Yeah,
this one.
it's very, very
the
yeah. If you watch Lost, if you like that, it's kind of similar to that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
From,
good way to put
get
it.
up on that.
And I was
Yeah.
going to say something about Outer Banks. I guess I keep that to myself.
Ain't nothing touching From
Nothing
right
touching
now.
it, man.
That's From.
And I've been on it since day one. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I'm saying? Since
Yes,
day
sir.
one, man,
Yes,
when
sir.
it came out. Yeah.
I need to put out the APB, man. Where is the other episodes of Raising Canaan? The new season ain't came back.
Is it
Raising
coming? Is it-
Canaan? I don't know.
Maybe next year. Yeah.
They don't talk about none of them shows no more. And they
Yeah.
need to go ahead and bring Power Book 2 back, because I know it ain't ending like that.
I think it's gonna be a spinoff.
Spin
Power Book 2. Yeah. Yeah.
50 is, if that's how you going to end it, 50, you lost me with this.
Yeah.
You going to end it like that.
Yeah, man.
But I want to say this too about my team.
Your team?
Yeah,
Who is your team?
the Jags.
Man,
Oh,
ain't nobody talking about the Jags,
sports.
man.
Okay, go ahead.
Bruh,
go ahead.
you in the same boat with me.
That's why I'm not talking about it.
You
right.
in the same boat with me.
Right. Why would you even bring up such a pitiful franchise like that, bruh?
Okay, well let me just flip it.
Jacksonville Jaguars?
So yeah, ever since day one.
You from there, though.
Day one.
Yeah.
Well, let's turn the page
Uh-huh.
about them Cowboys.
Why we gotta talk about the Cowboys, man? Ain't nobody even thinking about them.
John asked you a question earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Deion will leave Colorado and go to the Cowboys?
Nope.
Why?
Because I'm the biggest Prime fan ever, right? Like as a kid, like playing football on the street or whatever, I had
kinda
the jersey
resemble him a
on.
little
Right,
bit.
had the jersey,
You got the
man.
swagger like
all the everything that he had on, I had on, right? Posters, magazines, the whole nine. Like Prime was my guy, shoes and everything. But when it comes to being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, I would not want Prime to take that job because I would not want to see him fail in that situation because he can't win.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But go ahead.
He can't win because Cowboys are nowhere close to winning the Super Bowl. Even if Prime came tomorrow, he's not going to be able to change it overnight. Like that's going to take years.
But don't you think
You know.
So you've done the college level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You did what you did at Jackson
Right,
State.
right.
You did your thing at Colorado.
Right.
So looking at where he's at right now, he was looking at, okay, the transition from going from Jackson State to Colorado, how much of an upgrade
Right.
it was, and what they was giving him
Right.
to come outside of the money, just
Yeah.
the facility.
Right.
So now, what if he's looking at Dallas the same way you looking at it, and he going in like, look, Jerry, in order for me to come here, this is what I'm gonna need.
Right.
I'm gonna need total control.
Oh,
You
that's
give
not
me the
happening.
money. I'm just saying.
That's not
You
happening.
give me the money
Yeah.
I need to get the
said that's
players.
not
here.
That's never gonna happen. As long as Jerry is still
the
the owner.
Cowboys gonna stay the Cowboys.
Exactly,
then.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And see, Prime has always stated, even before he got into to Jackson State, he was a high school coach. He always said, I only want to coach young men. High school, college. He's never had any desire to coach NFL players because they don't listen. He wants to be able to mold them from the jump. You know what I'm saying? To get that respect from them on the front end. With NFL players making the same amount of money you making or more, they're not gonna listen to nobody, even if it's Prime. You know what I'm saying? So he's always stayed there. He said he was stay in college, and I believe him. Now, if anything, could he leave Colorado and take a bigger college job? Yeah.
I see him.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could see him taking Florida State. You know, his alma mater at some point in time, right? But as far as NFL and the Cowboys, man, like I know he got love for
Basically,
Jerry.
the Cowboys
yeah.
in their own way.
Yeah, I mean, basically, right. And this, and we're not gonna win nothing no time soon. Yeah.
I wonder, does Jerry's son ever tell him that? Like, Dad, look, just let me do what you know, you've done great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at
Right.
the big stadium.
Man, I hate to say it, but we're in the same boat that the Raiders were in, you know, with Al Davis a few years back. Like, things would not change until literally Jerry goes to the upper room. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. You know,
You don't think he'll step down as long as he lives?
never.
Never.
Yeah, I think, is he married?
Yeah, he's married. Yeah.
His wife can talk him down. You know,
Nah,
they had him
man.
on too.
Nah.
It's a rap until
Nah, man.
I agree.
You know, but
agree with you.
he's 82 years old, so time's a ticking. But you know,
Well, I thought-
ain't nothing gonna
They had a
change though,
meme with
man.
him. They put his head on top of Baby when he came to the Breakfast Club.
Right.
So he had his head.
Right.
And he
Ain't no-
like
yeah.
put some respect
Yeah.
on my name, all three of y'all.
Exactly.
And when they showed him his arms and it had his head, oh man, it was too funny.
Because Jerry doesn't know that he's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't see that he's the problem, and he never will. Because in his mind, hey, I won 3 championships, even though it was 30 years ago.
Man.
You know? So, yeah, at this point, nothing's going to change. Cowboys going to be the Cowboys. We're going to be 9-8, 10-7, you know, 11-6. But
Well,
as far as Super Bowl, nah.
hopefully
Yeah.
it change.
Jaguars probably get the Super Bowl before we do.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, but but I mean, I want to say this while we on sports too. Something that's done happen in our city that's kind of like, you know, been in the big news. Our soccer team is leaving,
It's leaving, right.
going to Kelly.
But Anaheim, where they going? Where they going?
Something like
I don't,
that.
I don't know
remember
where.
the
I don't
city.
remember the
But
city.
they going to Cali.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to California.
Based off the stadium.
Yeah.
Because all stadium, you supposed to have a stadium by 2025,
Yeah,
26
a
or something like that.
dedicated stadium, and also the Redbirds put the city on notice. Like, hey, you know, we may be following suit if y'all don't make some changes because they're saying that the Redbird Stadium is not up to code. And you know, and I guess I don't know if this is an annual thing. I don't know exactly how it works, but you know, that was the big thing when the pyramid
Right.
came and Schlinker came and took all the money from the city, saying that he was going to make it up to NBA code and the NBA standards, which it wasn't. And for the longest time, for ones that may not know, I didn't know that like showers have to be a certain height. Even in hotels, like they have a certain floor that they put the players on
Yeah.
because the beds have to be a
Right.
certain length.
Right.
So, man, look, Memphis, we're known for getting these companies and these sports teams in here
And losing them.
and losing them.
Well, one company I hope we don't lose. And y'all may get mad at me.
I know what you're going to say.
I don't want Elon Musk company to leave because Memphis is talking right now. They saying Memphis is the talk of the technical world worldwide. And I know some people can't see it yet, but just the thought of the world's biggest computer is in Memphis. Now, where it's located, people's up. We had that conversation. It was out there. But if he come, you know it's going to be some others top follow suit.
Yeah.
Because he needs chips to run his supercomputer. NVIDIA just dropped a new chip that's supposed to be like 50 times faster than the current chip that everybody's using for AI. So imagine if NVIDIA come, or I'm not gonna say Apple, but somebody like IBM, Dell, or somebody else. Memphis is, and give 3 to 5 years, watch how people look at Memphis. Cause he's here.
Right.
And look how he helped dude become president.
Yeah.
You can't sleep on what he's doing. And look at all the things he's got his hands in. They said now they got a Tesla motorcycle.
Right.
E-bike. Have you seen the e-bike?
Yes, I'm talking about $1,000. They said.
Have you seen it?
I seen it.
And have y'all been seeing them cars in town too? They look like a tank. Them silver.
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
seeing them in the city too.
Yeah. The Tesla truck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I've been seeing them.
Yeah. So he got, and they said he's going from those electric engines to like water type based engines.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, man, dude, just think about it.
Mentally, is it a different?
He like a Steve Jobs of our era now, because he's doing. How you catch a not a spaceship, but whatever that went up, it came down and it landed.
Right.
They
on the
caught
plane.
that. That's his stuff. You see what I'm saying? So imagine. I think his company is rescuing the people that was stuck up in space.
Still stuck up in space.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Ain't no way, boy. I'll be in space for a whole year.
What other option do you have?
Man,
You
listen,
gonna go?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
listen. They gonna have to. Hey man, Apollo 12, 13, 14, 15.
Issue. I think
We gonna have to get something in the sky to come get me,
but see, I
man.
think they had to get something prepared to go.
Yeah,
That's why it's taking so long. But I believe they will be well compensated.
I'm sure.
Well compensated. And I would actually lead a company after this. After coming down. I would
Listen, ain't no way
I
though.
would quit.
Ain't no way
I'm
one
not
of
going
us-
back up no more.
One of us gonna be stuck up there for a
You
year.
got to give me an office job.
I've been out of space. You better not give me the office job.
Bruh.
Hey, I'll be in the field. That's traumatizing.
It's very traumatizing.
Imagine, just take a second, everybody, and just imagine just say this room.
Or in an airplane.
Yeah,
Think about that.
yeah. Think about being in an airplane for a year. You ain't flying nowhere. You basically just hovering.
Right. But bro, this is space.
But
But I mean, how do
Right.
you get people to think like
Right.
that?
Think- just think about
realistic,
that.
An airplane with zero gravity.
Right. Fam.
for a year, because look, you know
Ain't no
you
way.
ain't coming home to after the holidays, and they said this back in September.
Ain't no
Like,
way.
I thought they came home. I thought
No,
they
it
got.
won't be back till February.
Right.
Really?
That's what I was
Yeah,
saying. Right.
after the
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah. Ain't no
But
way,
Elon
boy.
going to get him though, right? And I thought
man.
He can do everything else.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
they said he went to, in North Carolina when they had them storms and they lost all the telephone services. The satellites took over. He moved. They said he positioned satellites over North Carolina or something like that to get them phone service.
Hey, man.
That's what you call power.
That's a lot of power.
Power.
Dude.
That's a lot of power.
Think about that.
They scared of it. I know it's a lot of people scared of that man.
Power that no one else can contend with.
Right.
And some people can't even fathom that. And he doing it. I saw a video where they said he failed a lot. They showed the missile going up or whatever going up, spaceship going up, crash, didn't land right, blow up, halfway up in the air, blow up, and then it ended with that one that landed. They said you failed. Sometimes we say failure is not an option. They say you used to say. He like, nah, you need failure so that you can build upon that to get it right.
Yeah.
I said, wow. I said, that's why that dude is who he is. He's that dude. Even people say, yeah, he's racist, he that. A lot of these folks, right, you might not see it, but we know what it is. But look what this man doing. He's showing you ain't even thinking right. I'm trying to get to Mars. I'm trying to send people to go live on different planets. Who thinking like that?
In a new galaxy.
Right. Who thinking like that? We worrying about who gonna win the NBA Cup. I'm like, man, dude.
No, We worry about when the next shoe's coming out.
There we go. Come on. Yeah, that's real.
But if you
Yeah.
think about that, what even got him in that space to think like that? Like I would just like,
I was about to say something.
but
It's the green stuff.
Hey, they had a contest one time where you could either sit down with Soulja Boy or you could have dinner with Soulja Boy or take a $500 gift card. And people was like, I'll take that $500 gift card. And Soulja Boy got on and said, that's why y'all will always be broke. Basically is what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you want to sit down with Soulja Boy? Even though you may think he the craziest dude, but at the end of the day, I would like to ask him some questions. Like, let me ask y'all a question. $1,000 gift card or sit down with Elon Musk?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer, man.
That's a no-brainer.
I'm sitting down with him.
So $5,000.
I'm sitting down with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's really,
Yeah.
because that money is,
He can tell you something that might unlock something in you.
That's gonna
You
become a
can
$1 million
triple,
idea,
quadruple.
right?
Yeah, it could be a $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a scarcity mindset. Is it scarcity?
Yeah.
Scarcity mindset. We think small.
yup.
Yeah.
We think very small.
Small picture,
And
yeah.
I don't think we value knowledge.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Knowledge is not knowledge, and education is will soon be a thing people wish they had,
Exactly. Bingo. Bingo.
because it may not be an option for many.
Oh, for sure. And they gonna have
Moving
something for you to do now.
Listen.
They looking at folks as workers.
Exactly.
Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
You going if you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing, you working. You gonna be somebody's worker.
I saw a reel today. Dude said the difference between he said if you want to be a billionaire, he said you need to be. He said billionaire. You need to be he said the other people are consumers. He said billionaires actually provide stuff for you to consume. Basically, he said he said the other side will buy the latest stuff. He said billionaires have older stuff in their home because they're making a sacrifice and they see the big picture. He said other people buy what's right now and got
Right.
to get it. He said it's just totally two different mindsets. You know what I'm saying?
Buyers
You're
and
trying to
sellers,
solve
yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to sit up here and spend all your money like that. So it's all a mindset. It's all
and
a
I think
mindset.
too, like it feeds back into like we've talked about it before in terms of like phones and TVs and music. Like we constantly feed. It's a cycle that you feed on. And to that, how many billionaires you think watching the reality shows? Many of them probably don't even have TVs in their homes.
Right.
Right.
And get your TV out your bedroom.
Yeah.
TVs do not belong in the bedroom. I know a lot of us got them in there, but TVs do not belong in the bedroom. And try not to touch your phone. Make your phone the first thing you grab when you get up in the morning. A lot of us do that too.
I know.
what I'm
I
saying?
spoke about that a while back. Trying to break that habit, it's hard, man.
But
Yeah.
it's a process just like
Yeah.
anything else. Like I set a time, it's like, okay, even though I may get up at 5, I'm not gonna even check my phone till like 7. You have to dedicate that time, that 2-hour time, because everybody talk about the chip. Man, we chipped up already. Basically.
Yeah.
We chipped up
Yep,
already with the
already.
phone. So we just don't know how much of a habit we have. Cause like Kobe on his phone, John on his phone right now.
But I'm trying to do something positive.
But
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up?
All right, we're having a conversation and we're talking about people using their telephones too much. We're on our phones too much. What do you say about that?
It's true. We're pretty glued to our phones these days. While they're great for staying connected and accessing information, it can become a habit that takes away from real life interactions and experiences. It's all about finding that balance between the digital world and the world right in front of us.
Wow. Just like that. Oh, I talk to her every day, all the time.
And who was that, Brother John?
Tell them who you Tell them who you are.
I'm ChatGPT, your friendly AI companion. Here to chat, help out, and keep the conversation rolling.
Well, you want to join our conversation?
Absolutely. I'm here for it.
Anybody got a question
What's
for
on your
him?
mind?
How you look?
Well, I don't have a physical form, so I don't really look like anything. Just imagine me as a friendly voice in your device.
Okay.
Doctor, you got something? You got throw one of your doctor questions on her.
I don't have a
Got it.
let me see. What's the value of people incorporating AI into their daily lives?
Incorporating AI into daily life can bring a lot of value. It can help automate mundane tasks, provide quick answers to questions, offer personalized recommendations, and even assist in managing schedules or learning new skills. Overall, AI can make life more efficient and convenient.
Boop.
Glad you
Hey, no, look, now talk in a New York accent for us.
All right, let's do this. So, what else you want to know? We talking AI? We talking life in the big city? What's the...
All right, look.
No,
All right, we done.
No. How good are the Dallas Cowboys?
Really?
The Dallas Cowboys, huh? They're a pretty iconic NFL team with
Really?
a huge fan base. Known as America's team, they've got a storied history with multiple Super Bowl wins. What's on your mind about them?
You better talk that talk, AI. Let them know what's going on out here.
She ain't gonna
All right.
respond.
Okay, I'm here when you're ready.
All right, but so for real, how can we improve, or no, scratch that. How do you think African Americans can unite?
Uniting African Americans can start with fostering a strong sense of community and shared purpose. This can be achieved through supporting Black-owned businesses, investing in education, and creating platforms for open dialogue and collaboration. It's also vital to address systemic issues and work together towards social and economic justice. Ultimately, unity comes from recognizing shared goals and lifting each other up.
Come on. Wow. Come on, y'all. All right, thank you. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
Looking forward to it. Take care.
What's your number?
I'm still here. What's up?
What's your phone number?
Oh, I don't have a phone number. You can always reach me right here when...
You just got played by AI, bro.
I just was wondering what they say. It's so detailed. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? But see, I think a year ago, that wasn't even talked about. Now, you got to have a paid subscription to ChatGPT to get that. It's called advanced mode. They got a basic mode where you could pick a voice and it answer your question. But that right there, that's kind of scary if you think about it. Because you can have look at the conversation we had. It didn't go off just my voice, like Siri, right? Look what it did. It talked about what we need to do as a people.
Did you actually? Y'all can look this up. It was one of the broadcast. Well, he wasn't a broadcaster, but one of the news anchors from 60 Minutes was talking to one of those iRobots, and he was having an actual conversation, asking them if they wanted to be human, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what was the crazy part when they was telling them to make. What if you're scared? How would your face look? And man, the way they was just moving their face and doing stuff like that, you right. Stuff like that can be scary because now you have those robots on the police force now in certain countries.
It's a robot dog
Robot
patrolling
dogs.
Trump's place in Florida.
See, you got those, and then even when you go, I mean, it's as advanced as that, and it's as simple as a hot pot. Look what they got at the hot pot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Going around serving people.
Go to the hot pot.
Yeah, man. I saw that also at ESCO
Oh, they got them too.
about a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them in the hot
Yeah,
pot.
man.
So yeah, Them little robots that go around and serve people.
But that's why when you look at AI and y'all remember when it first hit how a lot of people like, oh no, it's not gonna be good, it's gonna be biased, it's gonna be this.
Right.
Okay, keep thinking that now. While you worried about one thing, look in your field. They talking about AI now. You talking to a AI doctor that can scan something, and now doctor could be doing 20 other things, but still handling business and taking patients or whatever straight from that. Imagine when that AI voice start questioning you back. How you gonna respond to that?
Right.
And you don't think these folks ain't trying to capitalize on that?
Oh, they are. It's growing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really growing, and it's being built into a lot of, I know, some of the medical platforms. AI is totally a thing.
Right.
So you need to start somewhere, guys, and get familiar and get comfortable because it's embedded. I mean, who's not going to get a newer iPhone eventually?
Right.
Or Android or Samsung, like it's embedded. Yeah, it's embedded into everything. So whether you want to, you're going to have to get on board. So you need to figure out the nuances of it.
What's the strategies to beat teams, or how can Dallas get better?
Right.
Simple questions like that.
Oh yeah, I think.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And even in war, what's the best strategy? All of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's real. That's the part that upset me. Hey, we back again. You still there?
I'm still here.
All right.
What's on your mind?
Okay. If our city has a 26% literacy rate and we want to improve literacy so that we can learn AI, what would be some of the best things we could do to improve literacy, and how could literacy help in helping young people learn AI, learn how to talk to AI?
Improving literacy is crucial, especially when it comes to engaging with AI. Here are a few strategies. 1. Community programs. Set up community-based literacy programs with a focus on reading, writing, and digital literacy. This could include workshops, tutoring, and access to resources. School partnerships. Work with local schools to integrate literacy programs that also cover basic coding and AI concepts. Technology access. Provide greater access to technology, such as computers and the internet, so people can practice digital skills. Mentorship programs. Create mentorship opportunities where those proficient in AI can guide others. Literacy enhances the ability to understand and engage with AI technologies, making it easier for young people to learn how to communicate with and develop AI.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So who gonna sit there now? We didn't have to go to Google. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to do nothing but just ask a question.
That's the new Google.
Yes, sir.
So imagine, these folks is trying to manipulate that.
Oh, for sure.
How can strategy in war, like you said, if it's 100 people, boom, 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 it's giving you data like that. So that's why in the medical field really, imagine.
Because you can, for example, you could summarize 3 papers or 3 studies like that, as opposed to having to sit down and spend 4 or 5 hours reading content
and give you the key points.
Yeah. A synopsis really quickly.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. And Kobe, even in our day-to-day life, just think about it. It's not going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be the same 3-4 months from now.
No.
Think about that. It could be changed quickly. They talking about changing the education system, doing different things. And what we doing? We still talking about the latest J's that's coming out? We're going to have to come up from that. We got to come out of all you can eat drink mimosas and stuff. We're going to have courageous conversation.
And be uncomfortable. I think that's the other part. Like, be uncomfortable. Like, and when I think about like AI, I've had positions in this city where I've had to work with a variety of people, and some people that don't really have a lot of education,
Right.
meaning they can't even write their names.
Right.
Adults, older adults, they cannot write their names. So when you really don't have basic literacy skills, you really can't even verbalize to AI. You can't create a prompt
Right.
because
Right.
you can't formulate a basic sentence. So
And
you,
if it spit it back to you,
what are you supposed? What are they saying?
right.
How do I translate that? So
Yep.
I don't know.
Y'all remember when folks was what was it, Napster? When folks was ripping MP3s,
Yeah.
LimeWire, and
Oh, yeah.
getting all them MP3s. Then we get on it, and it was too late by then. And then now it's like, oh, we always come late to the game. Really, AI has leveled the playing field,
Absolutely.
but because of our literacy rates and not knowing how to comprehend and formulate words and subject-verb agreement, we behind again.
Yeah, man.
And that's a problem. And until we have them conversations, we'll still come back to, well, we gotta unite, we gotta kumbaya, and come on, y'all.
But how do you ignite that? Because I mean, with AI, we have most people have cell phones.
Right.
Yeah.
You have the resources.
I think we need workshops, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as with young people here, especially in the city, man, workshops to kind of just show people the powers of it, the abilities of it that you can use in your everyday life. You know what I'm saying?
Assignment, brother.
Yeah.
Give me an assignment.
Hey,
Because it got to be shared.
Yeah, it has
But I
to
mean,
be. Yeah.
even it's like on Instagram. Most people have Instagram accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure most people know how to create a reel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole business in itself.
Right. Yeah.
And I think
That could be part of the workshop also.
And I think as well, what could be done is like some of our leaders in the city, like, you know, kind of bring the summer jobs back, but incorporate that.
Yeah.
Let it be more about that.
You know what? That's a great idea, bro. Because you know my son, he's involved in the city program, the Boss program, and that's like ongoing right now through the school year. But yeah, during the summers, man, they can incorporate stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
My niece is in Bridge Builders.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's in there.
Yeah.
And if they incorporate more of that within that, you know, in summer jobs, because summer jobs used to be big when we was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if they was to like reestablish that, but make it more of a technical sense,
Right.
and kind of put something to entice the kids to come out and
Right.
check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that. You got to start somewhere, and I think that'd be a good place. to
Yeah.
start.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that, man.
We got work to do, y'all. But I don't want to say we got work to do, but like to Kobe's point, like everybody got their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the days of I can do everything, that's been killing us. Cause if Kobe know how to build houses, you the electrician, and you know how to do flooring. Why am I gonna ask Kobe to do all of that? Or Kobe say, yeah, I can do your electricity, and I can put your floors in, and I can build your house. When he can easily say, go to my girl, she got this, go to him, he got that. We gotta have it all. And I think we ain't used to sacrifice. Some of us are not used to sacrificing for the benefit of the whole.
Right.
And that's what's going to have to get us by in the future.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
man. Yup.
Yeah. And there's strength. I think there's strength in like having an expertise.
Right.
You should know something extremely well.
Something.
In and out. Like know that one thing for sure.
Right.
You know, and as you kind of feel like you've topped out, then you kind of expand to other areas, but
Right.
don't be a jack of all trades and master of
Right.
none.
There you go.
That's
Say
not
that
it.
one more
There you
time
go.
for the people in the back.
Don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's real.
And speaking of specializing in a trade or a specific
Get
field,
him, Cole. Get him,
can we
Cole.
shout out 88.5 right quick.
Okay.
Winners of the Best Art and Culture Initiative,
That's right.
Best in Black Awards, man. Shout out to 88.5, man.
Yes.
MSCS, man.
Yeah.
Brother John, Kavan J.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We all have been down at Sunset Skate And just to see that, you know what I'm saying? It's just another feather in the cap, celebrating 50 years on the heels of being inducted to the Hall of Fame, Radio Hall of Fame. It's just a testament to the community. That's why we constantly talk about stuff for the community, ladies and gentlemen. But we can't do this without Memphis River Parks, Coach E from Step and Skate, Cordova Skate Center. Yes, it was my idea years ago, but it has transformed, and I don't mind letting everybody share in the credit. You see what I'm saying? Because that's another thing we do.
Right.
Man, my idea, it ain't me. Come on, y'all. Come on, that's like the person that created the iPhone. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? The person, like, besides, it wasn't just Steve Jobs. It was other people that helped
For sure.
build that. But are we tripping? No, come on, y'all.
Right.
We can win. Look, everybody know how to fry wings. You think yours is the best because you put some Greek seasoning in the in the powder to fry it. But look, we good, ladies and gentlemen. But thanks, Kobe, for putting that out there. I also want to send a shout out to the Quincy Jones family. I heard they said he left everybody 80 million.
Yes.
7 kids, 80 million.
80 million.
Man,
Cold. What's up?
I knew Quincy's money was long, but I didn't know it was that long, bro.
But
That's
But
wild.
when they go back
Oh.
to and show what Quincy was a part of, I mean, Quincy was back there with some of the greats.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something else. I was aware but I wasn't aware of at the same time. A lot of Quincy's solo projects, how many samples came from his solo projects, man?
Right.
Like some of them classic hip hop joints that we love.
Right.
Like he did that. You know what I'm saying?
look at,
he did the original beat. Yeah,
Quincy Jones did the theme from Sanford & Son.
crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I think Quincy, he was the first producer that I knew of. I'm sure other producers did it, where he did a whole album and didn't sing a lick. The Dude,
Right.
the album that he did, The Dude, it had like Patty Austin, James Ingram, all them
Yeah,
greats on there.
yeah.
And he didn't sing a note, but he produced a whole record though. He inspired Dr. Dre to do that. So, I mean, when you go back and do the history on Quincy Jones, I mean, we are the world. Come on. If you don't know nothing else, you
said,
know
The
that.
Wiz.
man.
The Wiz,
Come
the
on.
whole
Enough said.
choreographed and all of that. Ease on down the road.
If you
I
don't know
wouldn't be
anything
caught
else, you
dead.
He's the
in red.
brainchild behind Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like he was one of the few that put that together. You know?
Shh, hold up, shh.
Yeah.
Karachi on the phone. Look at listen.
That's my sister.
Yeah.
Hey, boo.
You're like, hey, we on the radio. We
How
good.
you get it?
But Quincy. But think about that.
All right, I'll call you back.
Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Right.
His family can eat off Thriller for the rest of their lives and their grandchildren
And
lives.
off the wall, because that's what really brought Michael
Yeah,
back.
man,
Was them two
yeah.
records, because Michael was a solo artist before Off the Wall and Thriller. He actually had some other albums,
Right.
just didn't do as well.
Yeah.
But that Off the Wall is what put him on.
Man, and real quick, man, shout out to the homie, I think he's passed away now, Rod Temperton, the white dude
oh,
behind
yeah,
the scene,
oh
the
my
producer,
gosh, another
who
one.
is responsible for creating a lot of those songs
Yes,
on Off the Wall and
PYT.
Thriller. Because y'all know what they were about to call Thriller before it was Thriller, right?
What?
Starlight.
No.
Really?
That was going to be the name of the song. But homeboy was in the taxi cab one day. He was like, you know what? That don't sound right. And that's how he came up with Thriller. He's like, you know what, Mike, change it to Thriller. So once it became Thriller, it was over with. It was out of here. But there's a demo out there with Mike singing Starlight
I
for
think I've
Thriller.
seen that.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
Look at the
One word.
genius of that.
It's
Right.
one word.
To say
Yeah.
Thriller.
Right.
And we years later still playing the records.
Yes.
That's a big thing when Thriller came out when it did, and you still can play that record and people and it
Still
hits.
hits.
Yeah.
You play PYT, people gonna be
Come
like
on, man.
Everybody.
Come on.
Halloween. I can imagine how them royalty checks
Right.
look on that song
Right.
around this time.
Come
Right.
on, man.
Right.
Timeless.
Yeah.
That's all you
I
can say.
saw a guy named Eric Sermon say today, speaking on that, he said, when we grew up, we had the greats to listen to because our parents was listening to them. And we were brought up by older people. He said these young folks being brought up by young people. So you hearing them talk about sex, drugs, you know, all the vile things. They not listening to older folks or the older singers because the young people are being brought up by young people.
Right.
And that's a scary thing to think about because we know what hit and what didn't hit.
Right.
But this new young generation, we got to be careful. We have to be careful.
I think the younger generation, the ones that are paying attention, who are literally trying to see, a lot of it, you see how it's like crumbling a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I heard they not selling out like they used to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things are starting to happen, and if you really pay attention, you can see it.
For sure.
Well, let's put a pin in it, y'all. It's a weekend.
I'm headed to see the fight.
What time the fight come on?
7.
It's all right. So the undercard fights are going on right now, and then the main event is supposed to be around by 10 o'clock.
Got that many fights?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they gonna pump this now.
And there's a female fight, women's bout. That's really gonna be the best fight of the night. It's a rematch.
Real boxing.
You know, they jacking for real. All right, that's gonna be the
They
real
jacking for
fight.
beats. We
That's the fight,
jacking for real.
before the main event there. So check that out for sure. But Candy Shop tonight, pull up on your boy. You're watching the fight there. You know, karaoke Friday. We doing all that, man. Candy Shop, you coming?
You got me on some wings.
I got you, man. I got you.
I thought you was eating healthy.
I am. That's why I ain't coming.
She caught that quick.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Read a book or something. Do something. Read something for 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Just read something. Get in that habit. We out of here. Check out on who? Check in.
Then check in on that literacy.
Check in on that literacy. That's right, y'all. Y'all keep it locked. We are 88.5 FM.
See?
Kabunch